talk about anything that you want now. But I should tell you, I love the sound of myself when I'm talking, of myself when I'm talking. Of myself when I'm talking. I got a bed way back in London.
Shitty McBibbles Dipples. Everyone, welcome. Oh my god, what's that? Is it That's the Thing? Yes, Randy, it's That's the Thing. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's episode Shifty-Five, everybody. Welcome to episode Shifty-Five of That's the Thing. If you don't know what Shifty-Five is, I would heavily suggest that you open up YouTube or your Google browser or Bing or whatever you use and type in Shifty-Five. Shifty-Five. And guess what? You're going to be indulged in a very golden classic. Is Shifty-Five. I can tell you how to count all the way to Shifty-Five faster than you can say boop-de-boop-de pants. Do you want to know what it was? Alright, I can show you what it was. Let's start now. 1, 2, 14, 27, 40. I can't. What you say? Oh, Shifty-Five, Shifty-Schwan, Shifty-Five, girlfriends there, Shifty-Five, Shifty-Five, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway, it's episode Shifty-Five. And if you don't know what Shifty-Five means, it means episode 65. Episode 65 means it's episode Shifty-Five. Okay? Okay, I'm glad we understand now. So, episode Shifty-Five has been set aside for me to answer some Ask Me Anythings. So, if anybody has any questions to ask me anything, I will be happily glad to answer it now. I have a few questions that I have accumulated from the past couple days that will help me answer the questions for episode Shifty-Five. So, let's bring it on, eh? Episode Shifty-Five, bringing it on. Oh, God. Yes. Anyway. Oh, jeez. Before I get into that, before I get into the questions, I want to say that if you ever break up with a girl and she's still driving by your house 4 months later, 5 months later, she's a crazy bitch. I'm just going to say that because that happened to me today, and boy golly gee, it was something to think about. I'll leave it at that. It was definitely something to think about. You know, you definitely don't want a girl that you dated 5 months ago strolling by your house just for God knows what, but whatever. We'll leave it at that. Episode 55, time to bring in the questions. Fuck, man. There's a decent amount of questions here. I guess I'll start at this one. Fuck. No, I'll peruse around. What's the best concert you ever been to, or worst concert you've ever been to, and why? Why was it so bad? I mean, a part of me wants, like, I have 3 in my head that are, or 4 that are sticking to me. First one is Vance Joy. It was a free UNL concert. It was just very, very poorly done. It wasn't very good. But also 2 rappers, very big rappers. I saw them at festivals, and it just wasn't. I don't know. If you would have saw them in their day, it would have been like, all right, whatever, dude, this is sick. But nowadays, it's just like they're just reliving their old songs, and they're trying to stay like, you know, for example, Snoop Dogg I went to see him. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't a show by any means. You know, he was just up there smoking a blunt, bunch of big booty bitches shaking their asses around. You know, it's whatever. It was a good time, but it wasn't a show by any means. It was just him kind of filling in the words to parts of the chorus that were like the backup vocals because the song was already playing behind. But, you know, that and Lil Wayne, that Lil Wayne show, dude, like, I didn't, like, want to see Lil Wayne, but at this festival, there was only 2 stages, so it was like one show goes on, then the other show goes on, then the other show goes on, then the other show goes on. So I stumbled into Lil Wayne's show, and guess what? This shit sucked ass. This motherfucker didn't come out for, like, at least 20 minutes. He was just blaring his music, like the old music that people, like, fucked with back in the day. They were blaring that over the intercoms and, like, the speakers. And everyone was just grooving, like, fucking... What's that one song? It's like, I got 5 toilets so I can shit in every room or something like that. You know, they were playing songs like that. They're like, I'ma pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head. That kind of stuff. But that was a very, 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 very bad show. But I would say that, like, hands down, one of the worst shows I've ever been to is either Macklemore at Bonnaroo or fucking Mark Rebele at Halloween. Which, granted, Mark Rebele, like, if I was in the right state of mind or, like, in the right atmosphere with the right people, that show would have been funny as fuck. It would have been funny to just see that dude just improvising and ripping on stuff. But some dude, like, had a seizure and fucking fell down and broke his collarbone while we were walking away from the show. And he was like, medic! Medic! Someone stop! Stop the music! Someone stop the music! Grab the medic! And before we left at that point where the medic came, we were just, me and my 2 other friends were like, man, this is a shit show. Because he was so off-key and everything, just like, yeah, I believe in you! I believe in you! It's like, dude, chill out, okay? But someone fucking almost died at that show, but other than that, Macklemore at Bonnaroo was the worst show I've ever been to. That motherfucker was up there, like, dry humping people and just, like, being a big nuisance, you know? Trying to make his show a lot better than it was. But in the middle of his show, a storm came and delayed the festival for, like, an hour and a half. And I was like, oh, dope. Well, Pearl Jam's after Macklemore, so that'll be a fun time. But they continued the Macklemore set after the storm. And I went there, and this dude was just, like, dry humping on girls and stuff. Oh, God. It was a shit show. It was a big old shit show. So, I mean, I guess I answered that one. Worst band ever, no doubt about it. Worst band ever, no doubt about it. Like, part of me wants to say Nickelback, but, like, they've done some shit, you know? And, like, I kind of want to say Imagine Dragons because it's like, dude, they're not even that good. But worst band ever, no doubt about it. That's probably the hardest question that I've gotten. Worst band ever, no doubt about it. Fuck, man, that's a tough one. I mean, you got Wang Chung, you got fucking Nickelback, you got Creed, you got Volbeat. Shut the fuck up, Randy. You got the Black Eyed Peas. Man. Dude, Randy, what is going on, buddy? That's a tough one, though. That one comes from Jacob Shampoo. It's a very tough question. Worst band ever. I feel like... I feel like that's very circumstantial. depending on who you are and what you like. But I don't know, I probably should have thought about that one a little bit more. Worst band ever. But yeah, like Wang Chung or Nickelback, Creed or Volbeat, you know, or like Head Change. Take that, Jacob. Or Vintage Youth, or any other of the 12 bands you're in. You know, those are the worst bands ever. Just because you're in it, you know. Fuck you, Jacob. Jacob Shampoo. Jacob Shampoo. You want to put the shampoo on your hair? And Jacob Shampoo. Here's a question. Let me do these questions by Leah real quick. Because most of them are pretty similar. One of them's not, but it says, can cats get the coronavirus? And when I got that question, my initial thought was, hey, I'm not a fucking doctor. And hey, I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know this shit. This has been around for like a month or so. I don't know whether cats can get the coronavirus or not. Sure, I've heard dogs can. But can cats? We'll leave Randy to answer that one. Randy, can cats get the coronavirus? He says maybe, but not likely. I don't know. Fucking ask Google, dude. Like, Google can answer that shit. I'm not going to be able to answer that. Like I said, I'm not a scientist or by any means a veterinarian. So, like, ask Google. They got people there. What's up, Randy? Idiot. I hate that cat. But also, she asked, does Randy have the coronavirus? At the moment, I would say no. If anything, I got more of a chance of getting the coronavirus than he does. Because I work with fucking nasty ass kids, and I'm going down to the bars and shit and doing God knows what. So, you know, if I got the coronavirus, I would get a hotel. I don't want this cat to get that shit. Do veterinarians know how to cure that? Or anything? Like, Randy, let's get real. Like, I'm not giving coronavirus to my cat. If I ever got coronavirus, I will rather cut my dick off and kill myself than give it to my cat. Let's leave it there. Let's fucking leave it there. Alright, last question by Leah. Not related to coronavirus, but still kind of strange. Is dough just raw bread? And for the simple answer, I would say yes. Dough is just raw bread. Because it hasn't been cooked yet. It's still in the state of pre-cooking. You wouldn't want to eat dough without it being cooked. So, yeah, it seems a little raw and unsanitary to eat raw bread, which is dough. But on the other hand, cookie dough. That shit's dank as fuck. And if you want to eat cookie dough, by all means, eat fucking cookie dough if you like eating cookie dough. But raw bread, I would suggest you don't eat raw bread, dough, just like straight, unadulterated gluten. Yeah, I would go against doing that. So, no raw bread, no coronavirus. On to the next one. If you could be 3 types of drugs, what kind of drugs would you be? And for me, that's a pretty easy question. First off, no doubt about it, Miss Mary Jane, just because hardly think it's a drug. Alright? So Miss Mary Jane. And then my second one would be, it's a tie between either LSD or shrooms. If I were to put my dick on it, it would be LSD over shrooms, just because you get that more awakened feeling. It's more of a bring you up type of tripping than like, yo, let me sit down on this couch and fucking look at these shapes type of high. But Yeah, I'd go LSD. And then after that, good old cocaine, man. You know, if you do the right amount of cocaine, it's a good time. You never want to do too much cocaine because you're either going to fucking kill yourself or you're just going to wake up tomorrow like, God damn, I wish I fucking killed myself last night. Ugh. And that's never a good feeling. But just the tiniest amount of cocaine, like maybe like a little bit more than a tiny amount, but like that will do the trick. You know? Thing about cocaine is it makes you want to keep doing more. And if you don't have a big old fast, sexy, slobbery brain like mine, you kind of push yourself into that hole like, hey, maybe I should take another fucking line of this shit. No, you're good. Doing more cocaine's not going to do anything but make it worse in later hours. So, weed, LSD, cocaine, boom. And for legal drugs, as I said, legal drugs, because those ones were illegal drugs, I would have to say alcohol, Tylenol, and fucking tobacco or nicotine, you know. Whatever. Those are like pretty much the only three like legal drugs you can get a hold of, you know, and they numb you a little bit. So, fuck, man, where am I at? I should have just read these in order because now I'm all over the place. By the way, that question was brought to you by Sam Smith Eskridge. You want to follow Sam Smith Eskridge on Instagram? His name is Wazingas, something like that. But anyway. Let's see what we got. What's the best kind of bean by Isaac I. Quinta? What's the best kind of bean? Honestly, I don't know like a whole lot about beans. And if anything, I would just say that like maybe like a black bean. Black beans are nice in burritos. Kidney beans are nice in fucking chili. I don't know. I would have to go around and taste the different kind of beans. Like, give me a navy bean, a lima bean, a black bean, a pinto bean. Just line those fuckers up and just let me taste them one by one. Give me some like nice ginger or something to cleanse my palate from the beans. But I don't think I can choose a favorite bean off the top of my head. It's that's the hardest question right there. That one is the new hardest question. I don't know. I don't know what kind of bean's the best. No idea. Let's see. Bop do. Oh. Where does the brown go when you bleach your butthole? This question comes to you from Cody Lowe's. Cody Lowe's asks, where does the brown go when you bleach your butthole? Well, I would say that the brown goes in the sort of vacuum trash can that they have at your local anal bleaching place. That's where the brown goes. Initially, they take the brown off of your butthole and they put it in some sort of trash vacuum packed receptacle. And as far as like the brown coming out afterwards, after you get the bleaching of your anus hole, I would say it still comes out brown. I wouldn't think that bleaching your rear end hole would cause your shit to turn pale by any means. So the brown would stay the same. I think, personally, hey, don't at me, but I think the brown stays the same once you get your asshole bleached. Oh, man. Oh, here's a good one. What happened to you that you became / how did you become a cool dude by Noah Vela? That's like a super loaded potato question. How did I become / how did, or what happened to me, or how did I become a cool dude? Fuck, dude. I wouldn't say that I've been a cool dude for a good long time. Back in the day when I was a kid, I was kind of a dickhead. But, I don't know, you learn through life that some things don't matter as much as other things, and the things that you think matter a lot are just there to cause you harm, honestly. Like, the more you think about things that you don't want to think about, the more it infects your life. So, if you stop thinking about, hey, does this person like me? Or, hey, was that the wrong thing to say? Or, hey, I wonder how what I said or did made these people feel. You know, you just gotta let go of that shit and understand that the right people that feel the way you do will eventually come upon your life. And you don't have to keep pleasing everyone to do such a thing, you know? If you keep pleasing everyone, then you're just kind of like a cookie cutter, you know? A cookie cutter that never knows what kind of cookie it wants to be. So once you figure out that, like, once you figure out yourself and what you like indefinitely, you know, that's all subject to change, regardless of when or whether you figure that out. But once you have a good grasp of who you are, I would say it's easy to figure out what you don't want in your life. And to other people, that might seem like, hey, that dude's cool. He understands what he wants. And he doesn't need all this negative energy in his life to make himself happy. And he doesn't really care whether something happens. He just lives in the moment and understands that everything will be fine in a moment. So whether that moment is soon or in a few weeks or a few months or fuck, even a year, you know, who's to say? But you gotta stay true to who you are. It's pretty much the gist of that. All right. Here's a good one too. Do you want that toasted? From Cole Brown. And Cole, I didn't know you worked at fucking Subway. I thought you worked at a place that builds airplane parts. Why are you asking me questions about Subway? But the answer to that is no, I don't want that toasted. I like my bread a little bit soft, and I don't like the good crunch on my Subway sandwiches. You know, Subway sandwiches. Subway sandwiches. But no, I don't want that toasted. But thank you, Cole, for the lovely question. Best concert you've ever been to? God damn. That's a hard one. That's literally a question I couldn't even... I don't even know, dude. There's so many. Like, the first greatest concert I ever went to was Dead and Company at Bonnaroo. And then after that, it was like fucking Muse at Bonnaroo, Portugal the Man at Bonnaroo, Rufus at Bonnaroo, Mumford & Sons at Voodoo, fucking the String Cheese Incident at Halloween, STS9 at whatever they did. Like, it's hard. It's really hard. But The STS9 show at Red Rocks last year, first night, crazy. It was raining, and all the lights were following the rain droplets and everything, and it was just magical. It was such a good moment. But it's really hard to tell what my favorite show was. I've been to so many solid ass shows now. It's like hard for me to even keep a top 5 anymore. Like, I would have to seriously sit down and contemplate and debate the artist and the environment and how it all went down. But, I don't know. It's a tough one. Very tough one. Let's see if I missed any before I go up here. No one's on my Instagram feed. Na, 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 na. See, like, I did this to get some questions from people, but I also did it to, like, get some live feed from people. But it seems that most of the people I have on my Instagram literally don't give a fuck about me. So, like, what else are you doing at 8:30 on a Sunday? Like, literally, what else are you doing on an 8:30 on a Sunday? So pathetic. Like, all these people that think they're my friends are not. You're just a bunch of people. Not even acquaintances. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. All you do is give a fuck about your toilet paper and your hand sanitizer. Go fuck yourselves. Anyway, next person said, impressive, only because I carved a question mark into my chest hair, which I shaved, so it's all clean now, but that's how it looked. My nephew says, how do you listen to music? New album drops, put it on repeat, or take a little bit at a time? And it's literally kind of a mix of all. First off, most of the time when new albums drop, I don't listen to them for a few months. With the case of like Tame Impala's last album, and like when Glass Animals albums comes out, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that like on repeat. Okay, I'm gonna be listening to that shit on repeat, and it's gonna be fire. But most of the time, I'll take it a little bit at a time. I still haven't listened to the new Mac Miller album that came out after he was deceased. But I'll go into albums that look like they caught my attention, and I'll find songs that catch my viewing pleasure. And I'm like, oh, this is a cool title. Let me listen to this. And that's how I kind of deep dive into artists. I wouldn't say that I just like listen to an album all the way through. I don't really have much time to do that anyways. The only times I get to listen to music is like when I'm in the shower or in my car. Other than that, I'm not particularly trying to explore music because got other shit to do, you know? Oh, man. Fuck. I'm about to take a piss. So, here, I'm going to take my Instagram with me. This is a part of That's the Thing That You Don't Witness. About to go take a piss. I'm not going to show you my dick by any means or any of that, but I'm just kind of going to the bathroom. I don't know if this breaks any barriers between you and I, or you and I, but I don't know. I told you I was going to be a little honest. Things were going to get a little bit weird. So, yeah. Taking a piss. Get a load of that. I don't flush at the moment. I'm saving my water bill. You know, gotta save up on that water. Once it gets real nasty, that's when you flush it. Or before and after you take a shit, you're gonna want to flush it, because after a shit, it's like really, it's like there's shit in your toilet. Let's be real. There's shit in your toilet, and before the shit, you know, there's a bunch of piss in your toilet. So you don't want the piss to splash up off the shit and hit you in your ass. So yeah, Randy knows what it's all about. Randy doesn't like his shit splashing up and hitting your piss and going up in your butt. Do you, bud? You smell like fish, dude. My fucking cat smells like fish. What's good? I got a cat that smells like fish. I got a bitch that smells like fish. I got a dish that smells like fish. All these hoes that smell like fish. Oh, bitch. Gonna bring the fish. Gonna whip that wish. You think it's all about this dish? Got this bitch and the fish. Ho, motherfucker, just took a piss, then it smelled like fish when I smell my cat. Motherfucker, Okay, anyway. Done with the piss, I'll go back into the questions, I suppose. Jesus. Oh my God. What is the meaning of life from Sammy Z-Tech? This might be a tough one, considering that this man that asked the question is a Christian. So, I don't know if that means anything, but it seems like religious people have a different view of life than everyone. But it could be the same kind of view of life that I have. You know, the meaning of life is to live. In a general means of the question, the meaning of life is to live. And that's what animals do. They survive, they live, they don't tweet. They don't they don't worry about toilet paper running out. They just live, you know? So I would say the meaning of life is to live, and if any more borders were added on to that answer, then it wouldn't be the same question. So, I mean, if you had to live your life in some certain way, then it wouldn't be living. It'd be following. So, if you were to live your life, like the meaning of living, the meaning of life is to live. And if you want to live your life, you gotta live your life. But also, a lot of people live their lives different ways. But for me personally, following is not a way to live life. You gotta construct your own path. You gotta figure out your own reason to breathe and your own ideas of existence and your own feelings to feel. Like, you shouldn't get your feelings from some Hollywood tabloid or some Disney movie. You shouldn't get the ways that you live your life from some way that a preacher said something or some sort of gospel or anything. Or you shouldn't live your life by how this person said that this is how life is. You just live. You flourish in the area that you think that you need to be living. You flourish in all the parts that make you you. You don't listen to all this bullshit and all this fucking stupidity of how things were done and how things should still be done. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because if you're staying in your lane and that lane is true to what you believe and what you think, then it doesn't matter. Hell, you could be religious and stay in your lane and disregard everything that people believe, and you're in your lane, dude. You could not be religious, and you can stay in your lane and figure out what life means to you and what you need in life, and then stay in your lane, dude. Like, don't let all this other shit get in your way. Just stay in your lane. That's the meaning of life, is to live and just stay in your lane. Is Jose Mourinho still the special one? Taking it out of the meaning of life for a little bit, moving on to the soccer world. No. This comes from Sean Oram, one of my few British friends that I met in Camp Greylock a few years ago. Hi, Sean. How's it going? Good? I hope it's going good. Fuck, I can't remember. You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you, Sean? You're not a... Wait, no, you're a Spurs fan, aren't you? I know Monty's a Liverpool fan. Might be a Spurs fan. I could be wrong. But, yeah, I wouldn't say that Mourinho's still the special one. Mourinho wasn't the special one once he got the job in Madrid. That's when his special one days are over with. Once he got that job at Madrid, it was over. There was no more special one for Jose Mourinho. Okay? Sure, he fucking went to Chelsea for a bit again and had like a decent time. He didn't win the Premier League again, did he? He might have. No, that was under Conte that they won it. But yeah, and then he went to Man U, and now he's at Tottenham. No. Jose, he's out of the game now. It's time for new managers, you know. Ones like Zidane and Klopp and Nagelsmann. Hell, Guardiola's still pumping. He's getting to the end of his term, but, you know, Jose, you're not the special one anymore. How are you going to defeat the coronavirus? Your way. By Sam Smith Eskridge. Well, I mean, I just need to stop touching my face as much as I do. I'll be sitting watching YouTube and I'm just like... Probably stop that. You know, you gotta follow the 5. Google sent me something that's like... I can't open it now because my phone's right here. It's like, wash your hands often, stay 3 feet away from people, cough into your elbow, don't touch your hands on your face, and all that shit. I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm going to defeat this all by myself. My way, it would just... Honestly, it would take out people. The coronavirus, take out as many people as you want. As long as it doesn't affect my life, I guess. But you never know. It's gonna not affect my life, so. But, yeah, man. Fucking the global population's a little crazy anyway, so. It's not like this is gonna help at all. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm not a government official or any disease control expert, so other than like washing my hands and shit and not like touching gross shit, that's how I'm defeating the coronavirus my way. Also, I don't have to work next week. Got paid leave, pandemic leave off. So I mean that's how I'm gonna defeat the coronavirus, is not being around a bunch of stinky ass, sticky kids all day, eh? Yeah. Alright. Got a few more, 2 more. Any paranormal things you've experienced or seen in your life? Not much from the past, 20 years or so, 15 years, but, when I was younger, I used to see ghosts in my house when I lived in Connecticut. Bunch of weird things happened to me while trotting the woods with friends, whether that's skeletal bones or weird screams from the distance, which we ran from. But other than that, I'd say like my first house when I moved back to Lincoln this last time, I don't know, I could definitely feel like it was haunted in some sort of respect. I could always feel a presence with me in the room that wasn't a person there, actually. So, you know, there was times where I woke up in the middle of the night and my textbook the pages were flipping and stuff like that. And it's just a bunch of weird, like, I can feel someone behind me type moments. You know, it was a old person's townhome, so I can see someone up past there and haunting the place. I don't know. And that kind of shit. But other than that, not really no paranormal shit. I would love to, because that would be crazy. And for me, the more crazy shit that happens to you in life, the more context or the content you have for your life. So, I think it'd be crazy to experience some sort of, like, unfathomable paranormal activity. But, it's all in the works. Part of me wants to experience, like a night terror, like for real. But, I don't know. I feel like my subconscious is fighting me from doing that. Whether I can stay still for long enough in my bed or not, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, fucking one more before I head off. Favorite shirt. That's tough. That's very tough. I would say my favorite shirts range from this new Dead & Company summer tour shirt that I got last year. As the Steely Face logo right here. You probably see me wear it a lot. And some dead bears on the sleeve. I also have my Life Rips shirt, the Crystalia merch. It's a tie-dye shirt that says Life Rips right here. Because life rips, my babies. And then... Okay, I have a few. So another favorite shirt I got from Bonnaroo. And it's a black t-shirt that just... Jesus Christ, I'm getting a hic. That just says fucking hippie on it. That's pretty good. Forgot I had that because can't wear it at the school. Oh, God. Hiccups. But my other favorite shirt is one I got in Mexico. It's a white shirt, and I don't know, it's cool. It's very airy, very light. I'm gonna drink some water upside down. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, here's this one. How long does it take for you to have upward hair? As you can see, my hair is down and kind of like this. It only takes a matter of minutes for me to put product in it and pull it back. So it's not that big of a deal. Whenever I shampoo my hair and don't put anything in it, it falls down like this. So this is what you're looking at right now. Unshampooed on anything. Oh my God. Okay. Jesus Christ, this has gone on for too long. So I'm gonna fucking say bye. Alright, bye.